Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, let us look at some examples related to difference of two squares. Let us say we have an example of this type. We want to factor the polynomial x squared minus 49. Okay, so step number one, we want to make sure that the two terms we have here are perfect squares. X to the power of 2 is a perfect square, and we want to make sure that 49 is a perfect square. 7 times 7 is 49, so I can write that as 7 to the power of 2. 49 I can write as 7 to the power of 2 as an exponent, and therefore this is beginning to look like the formula which we talked about, which is of the form, let me write the formula like this. This is of the form a squared minus b squared, and when we have the formula like that, we can write it out as a plus b times a minus b. So in here, a for us is x. This is of the form, if I were to write it below this, a squared minus b squared. This is of the form, in here, a for us is x and b for us is 7. So if we were to expand that, if we were to expand x squared minus 7 squared, we can write this as follows. We can open up two sets of parentheses with a multiplication sign in between them, write the base terms x and 7 and x and 7. In the first set of parentheses, we place a positive sign between these two terms, and in the second set of parentheses, we put a negative sign in between them. X plus 7 times x minus 7 is the factored form for x squared minus 7 squared. So this is the way we want to be able to explain these types of problems. Let me take another example here, and in this example, let us say we want to factor a problem of this type: y to the power of 2 minus 36. Okay, so we want to make sure that these two terms are perfect squares. So y to the power of 2 is a perfect square, and 36 is 6 times 6 is 36. So therefore 36 I can write as 6 to the power of 2. 6 to the power of 2. So therefore I can use the formula, and the formula we know is a squared minus b squared. And if we have a squared minus b squared, we have seen that we're going to write the base terms a and b in these two sets of parentheses. We put a positive sign in the first set of parentheses, we put a negative sign in the second set of parentheses, and that is the formula. A plus b times a minus b is a factored form for a squared minus b squared. Similarly here, our problem here is y squared minus 6 squared. In here, a is y for us and b is 6 for us. So we open up two sets of parentheses and we write the base terms. The a term is y term for us, b term is 6 for us, and then we repeat that in the second set of parentheses. In the first set of parentheses, we put a positive sign. In the second set of parentheses, we put a negative sign. So therefore, y plus 6 times y minus 6 is the factored form for y squared minus 36. So this is the way we want to use these formulas to be able to simplify or factor these polynomials. In my next presentation, we shall look at some more examples related to factoring polynomials using difference of two squares.